Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSI YouTube channel for episode number 3 of the Glory Hunter save here in season number 3, where life at Let's Go Madrid has started very, very well. We do have some tricky fixtures coming our way, though. We'll get to that a little bit in a minute. But before we do, as always, if you haven't already, please do hit the subscription button. We finally hit 700, so the road to 800 subscribers officially starts now. Thank you to all of you who have been enjoying the content, who have been in the comments, liking the videos, all of those things. Please do keep it coming. It's absolutely free. Subscription button down below. Episodes 3 times a week at the minute with the Glory Hunter and the player career mode save as well. So lots for you to enjoy going forward. Look at the standings to start then. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, perfect record so far. We are tied at top with our local rivals, who we play today. As I said, we'll have a look at the fixtures in just a second. Villarreal and Getafe, 3rd and 4th. Good starts from them. Levante as well, up in 5th. Barcelona down in 6th, so they're struggling a little bit more. And at the bottom of the sides, struggling to kickstart their seasons. Oviedo and Seville, they are both winless after 5/6 games. Valencia also a side down there struggling. The fixtures for today, as we said, they are not easy. It's going to be a real test and a real measure of how good a side we are. Barcelona and Real Madrid kickstart episode number 3, home and away, before Feyenoord at home, Oviedo at home, and then Espanyol away. I think for these games, we'll play the first 2. We'll simulate Feyenoord. We'll play Oviedo and we'll simulate Espanyol. As always, we play 3, we simulate 2. If you're new here, that's how we do it. 5 games every single episode. That tends to be the sweet spot, I think, for this save. Of course, at the end of the last episode as well, we had a bad injury to Almada, an Achilles strain. 191 days he will be out for. He will miss the majority of the season. So Conor Gallagher will play in that camp. So of course, he's gone to Tottenham in real life, but still very much an Atletico Madrid player here. Hope then comes in, the youngster, and we will also rotate him between our new signing, Bellingham. Joby, of course, joining us in the summer. And then on the bench, Brennan Johnson's been very good. So he'll be competing with Simeone on that right-hand side for that position. I feel like we've got a really good, strong team on paper. Again, this is the test, though. Can we go to Barcelona? Can we go to Real Madrid? Can we get results there? Let's have a look. A good start it has been. However, this is going to be a different test. We've had one test in the Champions League, that is for sure. This is going to be a big one, though. If we can beat Barcelona and set the pace here, this might go a long way into proving that we are a very, very good side and we can compete for this title, but it's not going to be easy. It's an early day. Even if we lose this, it's not the end of the world. But it will just let me know where potentially we need to strengthen or look to improve as the season goes on. Yamini Mal dispossessed there on the edge of the box. Alvarez into Conor Gallagher in that cam position instead of Almada. Juan Garcia with a big save. Huge chance for Conor Gallagher to give us the lead as Simeone finds himself on the ball now. We'll go back to Conor Gallagher again here as he'll try and play it in out wide to Bonea into Cucurella, who is offside. But that is a very good start for us. Arguably should be 1-0 up. Conor Gallagher hopefully can thrive in that cam position. Almo now looking for the run. Potential for Yamini Mal. Can't. Hanko's there. Brilliant interception from him. Conor Gallagher now into the pocket, making a little bit of run. Can he find Julian Alvarez? He does find Alvarez. Alvarez is going to spread this out wide to Simeone, who's got a bit of space to work into now. Has got a bit of pace. We'll cut back inside. Find Conor Gallagher on the edge of the box again. Out wide to Bonea. Again, just don't want to get sucked into the thought process. We have to force it always. And Conor Gallagher, so far, is having a good game in that pocket. But Dani Olmo has dispossessed us here. And Barcelona are going to come forward. And Barcelona are going to have the chance to potentially give themselves the lead. Hanko's just trying to cover. The man in the middle does really, really well. That is brilliant defending from our number 17. Had to be wary of the man through the middle that was making the run. And did just that. Eric now. Chance. Lookman dispossessed. Brilliant defending again. But Hanko can only clear so far. Conor Gallagher is there, now finds Julian Alvarez, and Julian Alvarez can look to send Bonea down the far left-hand side. Conor Gallagher is having an absolutely sensational game in that cam roll. Long may that continue. We repossess it here from Gallagher into Barrios. Barrios potentially looking for Reece James, can't find him. Barcelona with men behind the ball, and both sides putting up a very good defensive display so far in this game. Bina now looking to get the ball into the box. Can Reece James dispossess? Can dispossess. And now potentially we can look to counter-attack. Conor Gallagher is going to be the man on the ball yet again. Finds Simeone. And now Simeone is going to look for the run of Julian Alvarez. Finds the run of Julian Alvarez. And this is a great chance to potentially take the lead. Julian Alvarez, one-on-one with the keeper. Puts it wide. Oh, we should be leading this game. From defence to attack, the transition was sensational. Alvarez had to hit the target. Garcia watched it go by. Somehow it's still 0-0. Barcelona coming out of the traps flying in the second half as Reece James is brilliantly again, and that is a man who has not put a foot wrong yet for us this season. We now find Simeone down this far wing, and Mendes is out of position here, and Simeone can look to skip through the middle, finds Conor Gallagher, and Gallagher's going to try and go through to Hope. It was nearly perfect. It was nearly so good from us, but didn't quite get the bit of luck for Hope to be able to find the ball on the edge of the area. That's for Rafinha into Lamine Yamal. Cucurella clears, and Barcelona have their first big chance of this game. And thankfully for us, Jan Oblak is open to it. Now Conor Gallagher could potentially try and break for us here. Chance for Atletico to come forward. Finds Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez's touch is very good. Goes inside to Hope. Does he know? Christensen is there to clear. End-to-end stuff here. What a game of football we have on our hands. Gallagher now gets dispossessed by Lookman, but wins it back brilliantly from the Englishman in the middle as Reece James shreds the prey to Marc Cucurella. Goes down the line, and Cucurella is dispossessed, and Eric comfortably clears into Julian Alvarez. Can he find the runner, Conor Gallagher? What a ball that is from Julian Alvarez. Can Conor Gallagher? It does! What a finish from Conor Gallagher. But what a ball from that man, Julian Alvarez. This guy has been sensational on screen in this game and is thriving with the injury to Almada. Happened so quickly, I couldn't quite get the words out, but what a finish that is. We have a deserved 1-0 lead against Barcelona. Alvarez, out wide to Brunet. We've made a couple of substitutions as Bellingham comes onto the pitch. Also, Brennan Johnson onto the pitch as well. Just some fresh legs. Reece James also struggling a little bit, and that is a hospital pass. And now Lookman potentially is in because Lorne Ormad is trying to get across, can't get across, but does well to stem the display. And there we go. Joby Bellingham with his first touch. Atletico Madrid player on the ball. Now we look for the run of Brennan Johnson. Julian Alvarez with the assist again, potentially. Brennan Johnson off the bench. Scores! This man's going to have to start because he is on fire. And he could be the signing of the save so far. Sensational breakaway goal from Atletico Madrid. The unbeaten run will continue. Correa down to Bonilla. Just a couple of minutes left in this game. It is going to be a sensational 3 points. A game that we did dominate, and it could get better. Joby Bellingham from the edge of the area. And another new signing gets his goal. Barcelona have crumbled in this second half. And what a performance and a statement victory this is. All 3 points coming to Madrid. Thank you very much. On to Real. Doesn't get much bigger than this then. The Madrid derby at the Bernabeu. Just one change to the squad. Brennan Johnson is given a start ahead of Simeone, who hasn't played bad himself, but I think Brennan Johnson has more than deserved the start in this game. This is going to be another different challenge compared to that at Barcelona, but we are flowing with confidence at the minute. And if we can get a result here, that will be the dream start to season number 3. Hanko now through the middle. Can he find the run of Julian Alvarez? Julian Alvarez does. Spins his man inside. What a goal this would be. And it is. Hits the bar. Bounces on the line and has enough spin. What a goal that is from Julian Alvarez, who gets number 5 of the season in just 7 appearances. And the fans in the pub back at home go absolutely wild as we take a 1-0 lead against our bitter rivals. Vinny Jr. for Madrid looking to make an instant response. Sawyer into Valverde. He's going to try and find Kylian Mbappe and does. Blink can, you'll miss it. And Madrid are back level. And that is exactly what they can do. Kylian Mbappe is not missing from there. Their first chance, their first goal. It is very much game on here at the Bernabeu. James to Brennan Johnson, who's been quiet so far in this game. Can he put the ball into the box to try and find Conor Gallagher? He can, but he's not going to find him. And Real Madrid will clear, and they will look to break quickly through Vinicius Jr. Can we just stem this flow? Can we just prevent them coming forward again? Reece James with Vinny Jr. for company. Lenormand rises highest, beats Mbappe. Brilliant defending once again from Atletico. Chance for Real Madrid to come forward again. Reece James treading on water as Vinny Jr. skips past him. Chance here for Sawyer. Save from All Black. Oh my God, Hanko, brilliant defending to deny Kylian Mbappe what surely would have been a second goal. And now potentially we can look to counter-attack as Barrios is on the ball. Goes inside to Conor Gallagher, who's going to go inside to Julian Alvarez. No, he's not. Gonzalez is there. Vinny Jr. on the ball again. He's causing us no end of problems as Reece James at this precise moment can't keep up with him. Mbappe's there and Mbappe scores and he has his second of the game. And we are being torn apart down this left-hand side, and we have got to fix this sooner rather than later, because after that breathtaking start, we are 2-1 down. James finds Brennan Johnson, who will Try and beat his man, but back to goal. No, we're ready to go. Goes to the edge to Barrios and to Conor Gallagher. Gonna go back to Barrios and goes inside to Hope on the edge of the box. These two just linking up well. Conor Gallagher now. Can he beat his man? Can he play it inside? No, he can't. Jude Bellingham is there. His brother is on the bench watching. It could be a situation where the Bellingham brothers are on the pitch together in La Liga for the first time, but right now we're focusing on this man here as Alvarez looks to play Brennan Johnson through again. Good runs, good attacking intent. The idea is there, the execution is not. Gallagher finds Alvarez. Alvarez still on goal. This to make it 2-2 and his second of the game. What a finish from Julian Alvarez. Anything Mbappe can do, we can do better. And Julian Alvarez has his second of the game, his sixth of the season. And at the start of this second half, we are back level with Real Madrid. But there is a long way to go yet. Chance for us again. What a ball that is. Brennan Johnson is in here. Real Madrid are crumbling at the start of this second half. Brennan Johnson squares it across. Julian Alvarez. What a save from Costa. It should have been 3-2. What a game of football this is. Buenea now puts the ball into the box. We'll try and find the head of Hanko. We can't. Alvarez to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson will be able to recycle this ball, though. Down the wing to Buenea. Buenaya's going to dig the ball into the box to try and find Julian Alvarez. It's saved again from Costa. Relentless pressure from Atletico at the minute as Buenea puts the ball back into the box. We try and find the head of Hanko, and we do, but that's going to sail over. To Kylian Mbappe. He's potentially going to get his third. Puts it wide. There was a despairing dive from Hanko. He nearly made contact. I'm surprised Mbappe didn't square it as Marmoush comes on for City. We've also brought Joby Bellingham on just a few minutes ago, but that is a glorious opportunity for Real Madrid to take the lead in this game. Buenea goes back to Cucurella. Get to Bellingham. To Gallagher. Gallagher's going to try and play it. Julian Alvarez. What a first touch. What a second touch. Should be a... Oh no. Costa clears, does he? Yes. Oh my word. Julian Alvarez. He could have had 4 in this game. Oh, breathtaking stuff here at the Bernabeu. This is a Madrid derby to remember. To Barrios. I think really on here again. We just don't want to give Real Madrid another opportunity. Gallagher. Can he play into Alvarez? No, he can't. And now Kylian Mbappe has got the ball and the chance to potentially break Atletico Madrid's hearts late in this one. Can Reece James win the ball against Vinny Jr.? He can't. Doesn't matter. Lenormand will win it. And can we now create something? Gallagher out wide to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson's going to look for the run of Reece James. This is it. If we're going to score, we have to score here. We can't just get the cross in. That is going to be full time. What a game of football at the Bernabeu. It is going to finish as a Desmond, but a brilliant point in the context of the season so far. Simulate the game against Feyenoord. A few changes. Moises Keane's going to replace Julian Alvarez up top just to give him a bit of a rest. Simeone's going to come back on the right. Bellingham's going to come into the centre midfield for his first start. Jimenez is going to come in at centre back. Other than that, we are unchanged, looking to keep the perfect start going in all competitions. And we do a 2-1 win. Giuliano Simeone with the goal on 55 before Gallagher gets another goal. He has been in absolutely sensational form to turn around that 1-0 deficit early on in the game, 10 minutes in. 2-1 win. The unbeaten run continues. We will also simulate the game against Oviedo, who are currently bottom of the table. We're going to go back to our usual starting 11. Simeone is going to keep his place on the right side. Alvarez back into the squad, along with Lenormand at centre-half. Again, we should be really winning this game. Hopefully we get the job done. We do. A comfortable 3-1 victory. We do concede first through Hassan, but Cucurella got a rare goal to bring us back level for Alvarez. And Gallagher yet again gets another goal. 3-1. The perfect start continues in a game that we absolutely dominated. One game to go to see if we can get the perfect episode number 3. The 5th and final game then is Espanyol away, as we are just looking to keep up the momentum. It is with us so far. We are unbeaten in all competitions, but there is a long way to go, of course. We're only a handful of games into this, and there will be challenges ahead which we'll have to overcome. A couple of changes to the squad. Brennan Johnson is back in, as is Joby Bellingham, who's being given his first La Liga start, so hoping that those two can both make an impact, and Brennan Johnson can do that now through Julian Alvarez, and Julian Alvarez is going to have a pot from distance on the edge of the box, and it's just wide of the left-hand post. Buenea into Bellingham. Finds Julian Alvarez with his back to goal, goes to Barrios. Barrios back to Conor Gallagher, who's probably been the player of the season so far. He's going to have a pot from distance, but Mitrovic is there. And not enough can be said about Conor Gallagher's importance. He's really stepping up in that cam role in replace of Almada, and is proving to be probably our most valuable player on the pitch, along with Julian Alvarez at the minute. Reece James does really well to impossess. He plays a wonderful ball over the top to Julian Alvarez. What a goal this would be. Oh my word. Reece James take a bow. Julian Alvarez take a bow. The ball from Reece James is stunning. I'm hoping we get another look at it. And the first touch from Julian Alvarez is absolutely breathtaking. It's a perfect little dink over the top from Reece James. It's just out of shot. The first touch is Haaland-esque from Julian Alvarez. And the finish is something to behold. That is a 1-0 lead. We are absolutely cooking. Plays Johnson in and going to find Reece James. And Reece James can potentially try and take the ball over the box. And just goes out for a corner. There's screams for a foul there as Reece James was a little bit late. But I think he was just trying to get the cross in as Bonaya's going to put the ball into the box. Try and find the header, Hanko. Can't. Brennan Johnson hopefully can reset this ball and does. Goes down the line to Bonaya, who's going to try and take the ball to the box. There's absolutely nobody in the box. Attacking intent as the players were looking for the transition back to defence. Fernandez, wonderful ball through to Guaido. Guaido beats his man. Cucurella's just trying to get across. Good goal. What a finish that is. 2 special goals in this game. And Guaido gets his 4th of the season. And it's the first time Espanyol have given us any real drama. They've cut us open at the back. It is a brilliant finish. Cucurella couldn't get across. We've got a game on our hands. Cucurella finding Bonaya. Bonaya's going to look back for Bellingham. Finds Joby on the edge of the box. He's going to find Barrios. And Barrios going to put one more ball to Reece James. What a save to Mitrovic. He's made a couple of really good saves in this game as he looked to make an instant response as Bonaya puts the ball in. Tries to find Hanko at the front post and he can't. Can Marc Cucurella reset this? He does reset this. Goes to Julian Alvarez, who's going to go out wide to Alex Bonaya. Alex Bonaya, low across the keeper, goes near post to try and fool him. It's another corner for Atletico Madrid. Ball into the box. Head, potentially no. And Espanyol will clear, but again, we are looking very, very dangerous when we go forward. And Espanyol are trying to break yet again, and Cucurella's trying to stop Guaido, who's already got 1 goal. Goes back to Joffre. To Peredo again. Can we get the ball clear? We do. Brilliant defending from the Nomad. Barrios into Gallagher. Gallagher out wide to Brennan Johnson. And Brennan Johnson can now use his pace. Going to look for the run of Reece James on the overlap, is he? Yes, he is. Reece James, not the quickest in the world, but he will make use of what he's got. Goes back inside to Barrios. Barrios down to Bellingham. He's had a good game in his first La Liga start to Cucurella. Back to Bellingham. Spreads it out wide again to Bonaya. And Bonaya's going to go inside here to Julian Alvarez. Goes inside. One more across to Brennan Johnson. Squares it to Bellingham. What a tackle that is from Rydell to deny Joby Bellingham another La Liga goal. It's going to be yet another corner as Bonaya comes across. Hanko comes across as well. And I think that will do us for the first half. It's not. It's Brennan Johnson. And just as we're about to pull the trigger, the referee blows the whistle. Really good first half. We're on top. But we need to get another goal if we're going to seal all 3 points. Johnson linking up well with Reece James and goes back down the line again. Brennan Johnson now, can he find the run of Julian Alvarez? Does find the run of Alvarez, but Alvarez is going to have to try and twist and turn and work a bit of magic. He can't. Espanyol are defending really, really well here. Going to have to try and break them down like we did a couple of times in the first half, but be a little bit more clinical as Gallagher's on the edge of the box. Barrios to Gallagher. Out wide this time to Bonaya. He's going to find the run of Marc Cucurella. Cucurella's going to turn back in on his man. Finds Bellingham. Bellingham on the edge, inside, wonderful football. Conor Gallagher's getting another goal. Brilliant save. Can it fall to Alvarez? No. Oh, it would have been a special goal. The way Conor Gallagher's playing at the minute, I'd have fancied him to bury it as he's on the ball again here. And it's Bellingham. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher's going to try and find Alvarez. Alvarez going to twist and turn his man. What a goal! He is a superstar. You don't need me to tell you that. He gets his 9th in 9 games. And just when we needed him, he steps up. Brilliant football. Conor Gallagher with the assist into the top right-hand corner from Julian Alvarez. Bang, 2-1. Espanyol, are they going to create another one? Are they going to hit us on the counter-attack again? Fernandez coming into the box. Can we get across? No, we can't. All Black with a massive palm to deny Espanyol. They've had 2 opportunities and nearly scored 2 goals, but we're going to try and hit him on the counter-attack here as Brennan Johnson potentially is in on goal. Brennan Johnson finds Alvarez, who's going to go back to Gallagher. Conor Gallagher to get surely another goal. No, Mitrovic with a wonderful save. He has been Espanyol's man of the match. We will make some substitutions late in this game as the ball finally goes out of play. Alvarez will be replaced by Keane. We're going to bring Griezmann on in the cam position to replace Conor Gallagher. Reece James, Yildiz run. Pubil can come in as well. Hope can come through the middle. 10 minutes to go, though. Can we hang on? We get another one late on. Can we just kill this game? Cucurella down to Atspané. He's going to try and square across the box. Griezmann's there. 1-2. Put it wide. Oh, how has he missed? It's probably a lack of game time. We cannot believe it on the touchline. That should be game, set, and match. Hubil down the far right-hand side. Griezmann on the edge of the box, finds Moises Keane. He's going to try and hit one first time. Doesn't. It won't matter. That is going to surely be it. It's the referee sees that there's only 20 seconds left on the clock and the ball will be pumped forward, and that should be enough. If Cucurella wins this, does win it, there's full time. Oh, we had to work for that. We were clearly the better side, but Espanyol took their chance and nearly took their only other opportunity in the game. But it's back to winning ways after the draw against Real. And hopefully still cement our place towards the top of the table. Another sensational episode wrapped up then, and it's made even better by the news that Real Madrid drew another game as well. So we are 2 points clear. We are 9 unbeaten in the league, 8 wins, 1 draw, conceded just 5. 2 points clear at the top ahead of Real Madrid, Getafe, Villarreal. Barcelona is still down in 6th after, of course, we defeated them. And at the bottom, there is still one winless side. It is Seville, who've got just 4 points, Oviedo 4, and Osasuna with 5. A little look at the fixtures that will come your way next. It is a Champions League game at home to Borussia Dortmund first up before Girona away. It's then Bilbao away as well in the league before Salzburg at home and then Deportivo at home. I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing from this squad at the minute. I've got some real belief that we can go deep into these competitions and compete for some much important silverware. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in a few days' time for the next episode.